Well, the Victoria's Secret fashion show is officially back after a 6-year-long hiatus. Now, is this exciting? Is it not? People are not really sure, but the event took place 2 days ago in New York City and featured some of the world's best models and supermodels, with some even making their Victoria's Secret fashion show debut. Now, some of these models were not actually models, so that makes things interesting. But regardless, the show came back with a bang. So we saw everything from high-profile models like Gigi and Bella Hadid, Adriana Lima, Tyra Banks, and many more, all showing us a plethora of interesting or not so interesting looks and impressive or not so impressive walks to an all-women musical talent lineup, which they decided to feature for the first time ever, as well as, and this is kind of a big deal, the first ever trans women to walk a runway like this. And of course, we can't forget some pretty intense plus size controversy. And so the internet, of course, as it does, had many varying takes about this whole situation. Let's just start at the very beginning where they started. So the show opened up with a musical performance by Lisa, who is part of the group Blackpink. She performed her songs Moonlit Floor and Rockstar, which people seem to be very impressed by. Some even called it the highlight of the show, saying she was amazing and also praising her for her walk. And to kind of sum it all up, one comment said, Lisa's performance was absolutely stunning. From the moment she stepped on stage, she captivated the audience with her incredible energy and charisma. Her voice rang out beautifully, and the combination of her powerful vocals and engaging stage presence created an unforgettable experience for everyone in attendance. I also can't help but think about how cool it must have been to, first of all, live out your dream of being an artist who gets to perform on stage, but also getting to walk a runway like this for the first time at the same time. Kind of wild. But moving on, then we get into the actual modeling part of the show, starting with none other than Gigi Hadid. Gigi had the great honor of opening the show, and despite this being her first return to the Victoria's Secret runway since 2018 and since becoming a new mom, there was a lot of controversy surrounding this decision to let her open the show. Let me show you. So Victoria's Secret posted this clip of Gigi's performance, and one person commented saying this was the worst opening in Victoria's Secret history. Other commenters said, terrible walk, she has the worst walk, she can't even keep the line, which, okay, to be honest, I did notice like how kind of shaky her walk was. But also look at those wings she's wearing. Like, those look pretty heavy, right? And she's walking in heels on top of it. They all are, but still. And trying to hold a smize. Like, it's a lot. Another commenter said, the disrespect. She's not iconic and not one of the angels. And I also saw so many comments from people that were just upset about the fact that they didn't give the opening spot to one of the more OG models and instead gave it to someone like Gigi, who I guess people don't think has like earned that right in comparison to some of the more experienced models. And this right here was actually one of the most liked comments. Teenagers think this is iconic and she is an angel, but no, sorry. No hate though, she's beautiful, but you should watch old Victoria's Secret shows, then you'll understand what iconic, angel, and best means. As you can see, there's a whopping 12,000 likes on this comment, probably more by now. And there were quite a few other comments like this. So obviously a lot of comparison to some of the more OG Victoria's Secret models, which I'm not sure is necessarily fair to Gigi, but I can also see where they're coming from, because when you look at old Victoria's Secret show clips like this of Tyra, there definitely is a different energy there. And even when you see video of Gigi herself walking the Victoria's Secret runway back in 2016, she seemed to have a lot more of that same energy here too. So maybe it just like wasn't her day, I guess. I don't know. Maybe she was intentionally walking a bit more low-key, or maybe she was just nervous. I mean, I'm sure it also didn't help that she was carrying these literal like 40-pound wings. One person did even mention how heavy the wings must have been, but that she still, quote, devoured, and that she served so hard. Although Barbara Palvin apparently thinks it's not that hard to walk with the angel wings on, even with heels. So who knows? Next we had Iman Hammam come out. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I am really bad with names and I don't know like a lot of these girls. But many people thought that Iman kind of like saved the show after Gigi's initial performance. And I mean, she did come out with a good like force of energy, so it certainly helped. Then we saw Dootson Kroos, who I personally don't know. She made her first Victoria's Secret appearance back in 2008, so she seems to be a bit of a Victoria's Secret legend. We also saw model Anak Yai. This was actually her first Victoria's Secret walk. It's definitely giving Pink Barbie. The overall sentiment was that she slayed. I feel like we can all pretty much agree that she looks stunning. I personally love her look. I would say it's one of my favorites from the show. Her walk was also amazing. She looked professional, poised, focused. Really nothing bad to say there, and I didn't see any bad comments about her either. Up next was Adriana Lima, who is definitely an OG. I feel like people view her as one of, if not the most iconic Victoria's Secret angel, so people were very excited to see her at this show and see her walk this runway, and she definitely came out with the energy. So some comments said, everyone, the Adriana Lima is back. Adriana Lima always looks like she is having more fun than anyone else. Genuinely happy to be modeling. Definitely agree with this one. She looks so happy and like positive, which is nice to see. I did see some people questioning her outfit though, and I kind of agree. They may have done her a little dirty with this fit. And the wings, I don't know. I feel like she probably deserved better with the energy she brought, especially being like such an iconic part of the Victoria's Secret angels. But regardless, she absolutely ate this up. The walk, the positive energy, the smile, beautiful. Also, this tweet made me laugh. Fellas, is it gay to get goosebumps while you watch Adriana Lima walk the Victoria's Secret runway? Is it though? Next up, we had Tyla's musical performance. She rose to the stage in a set of wings, and of course, she looks gorgeous. Performed her new song, Push to Start, and her hit song, Water, while more icons walked the runway. Candice Swanepoel, who's obviously stunning, and she's another like OG Victoria's Secret model. Barbara Palvin, who's been seen in Victoria's Secret shows since 2019, so I feel like she could be considered like one of the younger OG models. I actually really liked her look as well. In my opinion, she looks the most like classic Victoria's Secret angel. The outfit, the makeup, also love the silver wings. Silver wings. Overall, people seem to love it, and we're definitely glad that she attended. Kate Moss, the modeling legend, was also in attendance. She walked out to the song I Love Rock and Roll in this like grungy black lace outfit, and she's been in the industry since the 90s, so she obviously has reached OG status, and people were very happy to see her at the show. So nothing but positive things to say about Miss Moss, well, except for these comments. But as some fans pointed out, that's kind of her whole like brand and image, so I guess it makes sense. Personally, I do think it's more fun to watch someone like Adriana walk the runway with like a big smile on her face, and I also wouldn't say that Kate's outfit was like my personal favorite, but I can sort of see like the vision they were trying to go for. Other notable models who walked out during this like rock and roll segment. First of all, okay, I'm so sorry, but I don't know this woman's name, and the outfit they made her wear is questionable, but the wings they put on her, these are actually like so pretty. Aside from the fact that it looks like they're literally trying to take her out. We also saw Valentina Sampaio, sorry, I don't know, who was the first trans woman to ever walk a Victoria's Secret fashion show, as well as Alex Consani, another trans woman. And this is where it gets controversial, because depending on where you look, there are lots of differing opinions on this topic. Some people were happy to see these two trans women in the show, while others, not so much. I don't even like really know what to say about this, to be honest. But another flock of models walk out, and I hate to say it, I didn't recognize any of them. But wait, do you see those shoes? A little commotion for these shoes, everyone. I would totally wear those, you know, like if I was in a couture fashion show and they told me to wear them. Anyway, Irina Shayk was up next. She walked out looking stunning. I saw some comments saying like, why is no one talking about Irina? And honestly, that might be valid. I just know that out of the comments I didn't see one single bad thing about her being said. But I did find this tweet that says, Irina Shayk for Victoria's Secret 2024, so hot. I feel like that about sums it up. Okay, now this is the part where we saw Ashley Graham make her Victoria's Secret debut. And there's been quite a bit of controversy surrounding her being plus size and whether or not she fits in with the other models and supermodels. Some comments are definitely like meaner than others, and I don't even want to say them out loud, but these are the ones I do tend to agree with. She's gorgeous, but I don't think she's an angel. They're supposed to be almost unachievable and inspirational. The whole lore about Victoria's Secret is that it's like you're in a fantasy dream surrounded by unrealistic, beautiful angels and insane outfits. Something unattainable in real life, making you want to go be there. Not that the ladies aren't beautiful, it's just that it's harder to get a body like a Victoria's Secret angel. That's the whole point. It's not supposed to be inclusive or represent everybody. It's a dream. Very curious to know where you stand on this though, because on the other side of the comment section, we have people saying things like, love it, but is Ashley Graham the only plus size model there? Weren't they rebranding for inclusion? Implying that there actually should have been more representation here. Another person said, the queen is here. You have no idea how this walk healed my inner child. And this last one says, icon, thank you for having her represent all curvy women everywhere. I guess that's where we'll leave it. And then the third and final musical performer of the night was Cher. She showed up to perform, or share, stupid, her songs Believe and Strong Enough while more models walked. Pretty sure she was lip syncing for this, but like honestly, the fact that she can still be out there performing on stage at her age of 78, almost 80 years old, you guys, pretty impressive. Also, I thought her outfit was cool. Like specifically the pants, like the cargo pants, because honestly, I don't know about you, but I strive to be 80 years old wearing cargo pants and still look that cool. But at this point in the show, the theme seemed to shift from the like darker black tones to a red theme, which is interesting because I actually didn't think about it until after I read these comments, but people were like, wait, where's the pink theme? And it is like, yeah, wait, where is the pink theme? Like that's literally their whole brand. But that doesn't mean they can't change things up, I guess. They did attempt to throw some pink in there, but definitely not the prominent like VS pink that people expected. So now most of the models we had seen earlier changed outfits to fit this now red and sort of pink theme. Gigi also had a chance to redeem herself after her first walk, and I will say she does look a lot more stable here without those massive wings on her back. Kind of the same energy though. We also got to see the beautiful Adriana once again, looking just as stunning and confident and happy as before. And then this was definitely one of my favorite moments of the show, and yes, I watched the whole thing, so you don't have to. The moment when Bella Hadid walks out, and just look at her. Obviously, she looks amazing. She was the one who got to close the show, which is cool because her sister Gigi got to open the show. So many people definitely appreciated that moment. And I have to say, her outfit was a major slay as well. I honestly don't know how models have the confidence to walk in front of all those people in outfits like this, but I guess when you look like that, maybe it's a bit easier. She looks incredible. Also the hair, makeup, like face card, amazing. And also her walk, like I feel like you can just tell that she's a professional. And now, here to officially close out the show, Miss Tyra Banks herself. And she, okay, this actually kind of makes me laugh, to be honest. She rose up to the stage with one arm up in the air in this like superwoman pose, wearing a literal cape. So we were like, okay, she's so unserious, me included. She was working that cape though. This was also her first time returning to the Victoria's Secret fashion show after 19 years. And some people were pretty disappointed with her appearance and almost felt like she had some explaining to do, saying things like, I know we're all thinking about how America's Next Top Model would have tore this up back in the day. By the way, that has 17,000 likes. Also, Tyra the judge would have had some words for this young lady 20 years ago. Tyra looks a mess. She is what she would have considered a plus size model back in the day. Yes, queen, give us nothing. Y'all are literally ruthless. But other people thought she's still got it and is so iconic. I would love to know your thoughts on this as well. Some people were going as far as to say she's too old and needs to retire, which by the way, she is 50 years old, so like she's not a spring chicken anymore. And to be fair to Tyra, she has played a big part in past Victoria's Secret shows throughout the years, so I think it's fair to say she at least deserved that closing spot, despite her age or how she looks now compared to how she used to look. But I get it, it is hard to be nice to her after seeing how mean she was to other girls on America's Next Top Model.
This is not quiet, Tiffany. Stop it! How dare you!
I get it. Speaking of looks though, specifically, I noticed quite a few people commenting about the hair changes this year and how we didn't see any of the typical like Victoria's Secret angel hair at this show, and instead there seemed to be a lot more like undone, casual, straight hair looks this year and ponytails. Someone even referred to this as JoJo Siwa hair, which let's not bring JoJo Siwa into this, okay, please. But people were definitely offended by the lack of bouncy, iconic blowouts that were replaced by slick backs for a few of the models in the show. One thing I noticed is that Giselle wasn't at this show, and honestly, I wish she was. I saw this clip floating around from the 2006 Victoria's Secret show and she slayed so hard. Look at the energy. Like now I feel like we really did miss out on that, but maybe we'll see her in next year's show, fingers crossed. Also, no Kendall at the show. Why wasn't she there? It does seem kind of strange, and I couldn't find any clues on like why this might be aside from a few TikTok theories that are completely unverified, so who knows? Overall though, I think the reaction from this show is quite split. Some people thought the show was amazing and they're excited for next year's, but others definitely thought they could have done better and they hope that next year they can at least learn from this year's mistakes. So definitely comment down below and let me know what you think about all of this. What was your favorite or least favorite part of the show? Also make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. I feel like we should do the outro in like Victoria's Secret angel fashion, so let me redo that. Bye.